here tonight is a sign language interpreter. This means what?
Yay!
Just clapping, right? Yeah, this means yay. Congratulations, you're walking out of here with $125,000. Our next player is a chef with restaurants around the world. Please welcome David Chang.
Jimmy, final answer, C, elephant.
Elephant is the correct answer. The better question is, which of these animals have you eaten during your travels around the world? Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the only show brave enough, the only host dumb enough to risk life and lung to be here with you tonight. Say hello to Chef David Chang, everybody. David, you have a memoir, your life story you've written, which I've read, and it's very interesting. It's called Eat a Peach.
Yes, it's nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking, but having my story out there in the world is just beyond crazy.
Are any of the stories that you wrote in the book going to make any of the people you wrote them about mad?
I hope not. Maybe, I mean, if I was going to make someone mad, my family, that's okay.
Yeah. Strict family.
Strict family, yeah.
All right. So last time you were here, we talked about your charity, Southern Smoke Foundation.
It's one of the few national charities that offer assistance, financial aid to employees of hospitality sector that need it.
All right. So this is a very deserving charity. You've so far won $8,000 for that charity. You have all your lifelines, so hopefully we're going to win a lot more. In fact, you're only 7 questions away from $1 million right now. Okay.
That is...
And you have the smartest person you know is Alan Yang. Hello, Alan. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Alan, you've been very confident so far. I think you would do well in this game on your own, too.
Yeah, after this, can I just swap seats with Dave and he can be my guy, right? That's like...
You know what? Actually, you can sit right here. I'll go have lunch.
Yeah, great. Sounds good.
All right, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For $16,000, David Chang. Used in a famous psychological test, klexography is the art of making images from what? Charcoal, pieces of glass, letters of the alphabet, ink blots.
Alan, I have no idea.
Okay, I believe this is referring to the Rorschach test, which is ink blots, D. So unless you have a different idea, I would guess D.
How confident are you?
I'm pretty confident. I don't know what klexography is, but I do think that there is a psychological test using ink blots. It's in the movie The Master, classic Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Joaquin Phoenix gets tested with ink blots, so I think it's ink blots.
Okay. I'm going to trust my smartest friend, so if I get it wrong, this is all Alan Yang's
I'll give you
fault.
the $8,000.
Jimmy, I'm going to say D, ink blots, final answer.
And your smartest friend is correct. Yes, he's right. All right, you got $60,000. Next question for $32,000. If you're willing to spend a few Emirati dirhams, you can go to the observation deck of what world landmark? Leaning Tower of Pisa, Shanghai Tower, Burj Khalifa, Taj Mahal.
I've been there, Jimmy, so I know the answer. The final answer is C, Burj Khalifa.
Wow, you've been there.
Yes.
And you got it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It pays to travel the world. What is the Burj Khalifa like?
It's really tall.
Is it anything like the Wiz Khalifa?
Maybe in some ways. They can both rap, I think, maybe.
All right, you got $32,000. You cannot leave here with less than that for your charity.
Amazing.
But now you have to make a choice. You have 3 lifelines left. Would you like to trade one of those lifelines for the chance to use Alan, who's been terrific so far, one more time?
I would love to use Alan one more time moving forward, yes.
Okay. Which lifeline would you like to trade?
I will trade my 50-50.
You will trade 50-50? Computer, let's make that trade. Alan, we're going to say goodbye to you for now. We'll probably see you soon, okay? David, you're only 5 questions away from $1 million. And for 64,000 of those dollars, here's your question. A 2019 article titled, "Who's Highest Paid in Your State?" revealed that the highest paid public employee in 40 states has what job title? Superintendent, judge, governor, coach.
Why did I give away 50-50? Oh my God.
Read through the answers, think them through.
A, superintendent. I could see that they would get a high, like I thought principal originally. Judge, they can get paid, but probably not. Governor has a high salary, but probably not. The one that's most different is coach. And I know football coaches at state universities get paid an incredible amount of money. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, knowing that at the worst case, I've earned $32,000 for Southern Smoke, and I'd be okay with that. So I'm gonna try to save everything I have, which could bite me in the butt. But I'm gonna go with D, final answer, coach.
You got it. That's right. Coach. I mean, by a long shot, those college football coaches, you know? All right, we're going to take a break.
Right.
You've got $64,000. We're on our way. You have all your lifelines. David Chang is here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Millionaire. Chef David Chang is in the hot seat. He has earned $64,000 for his charity, Southern Smoke Foundation. So far, it benefits restaurant workers. I'm sure you get asked this question all the time, but what is your favorite thing to eat? If you could have anything, like right now.
I'm dreaming of a slice of pizza right now.
Oh, good slice of pizza. Yeah, nice. Okay, all right.
Changes every day, but right now it's pizza.
Where's the best pizza?
Oh man, I can't answer that. You're gonna get me in trouble.
I can answer it. Chris Bianco
Oh
in
my
Phoenix,
God.
Arizona.
Chris, I'm so sorry. Of course it's Chris Bianco's pizza.
I was tossing you a softball. All right, here we go. Let's play Millionaire. For $125,000, David, in a historic 2020 splashdown, astronauts returned safely to Earth in a reusable SpaceX capsule named for what Peter, Paul, and Mary song? Puff the Magic Dragon? If I Had a Hammer? This Land Is Your Land? The Marvelous Toy?
I'm not sure, because I know it's not This Land Is Your Land. If I Had a Hammer could easily be a Peter, Paul, and Mary song, and I've never even heard of The Marvelous Toy. Definitely pretty sure that they sang Puff the Magic Dragon, but seeing that this is now getting up there in stakes, I could be tricked. And I do know that Jimmy knows so much about music. I'm gonna ask the host.
You certain you want to ask the host?
100% certain.
I do know about music, and I read the news obsessively because of my job. So, but I don't know the answers. I have not been given the answers. And I know for sure that Puff the Magic Dragon is a Peter, Paul, and Mary song. This Land Is Your Land is Guthrie. If I Had a Hammer is an old song, I think. Maybe they covered it. I don't know if they wrote it. And I've never heard of The Marvelous Toy. I think it's Puff the Magic Dragon. I have a vague memory of reading that. I'm not 100% certain, but I would guess. I would say Puff the Magic Dragon. I would feel pretty comfortable going with Puff the Magic Dragon. So let's go with Little Jackie Paper. Yes, Puff the Magic Dragon is my final answer.
I'm gonna go with your answer. A, Puff the Magic Dragon, final answer.
Okay, now we both sweat it out because it's not revealed to me until the computer reveals it to me. Computer, please reveal the correct answer. It is the correct answer.
Thank you, host Jimmy.
Yes. All right, nice. For the restaurant workers, I see here that Elon Musk called it that because people told him he must be high when he decided to do that. And of course, many believe that's what the song is about. All right, well done. You got $125,000 for charity, David Chang. Should we go for $250,000?
Absolutely.
You got 2 lifelines left. Let's do it. Here we go. A nationwide tradition that started in 1974, millions of people in Japan celebrate Christmas by eating from what U.S. restaurant chain? Pizza Hut, Denny's, KFC, Red Lobster.
If I get this wrong, that's shame on me, because
This
I've
is a
lived in
great
Japan, in Tokyo, 2 different times. I feel very confident having celebrated Christmas in Japan because I ate this food. The final answer is C, KFC.
I mean, what a great question for you. And nobody makes better fried chicken than you do. And that is right. It's KFC. Well done. It's like we wrote that one
I
for
know,
you.
oh my gosh.
You guys met in Japan. Did you meet on Christmas?
Actually, we went there around Christmas time. Yeah.
It
Was Alan delivered to you in a box? By a fat man in a suit? We're going to take a break. David Chang has $250,000. We are 2 questions away from $1 million. We'll be right back to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is exciting. Chef David Chang is here. He's in the hot seat. He's on his way. He's earned $250,000 for his charity, Southern Smoke Foundation. You've got 2 lifelines left. You've got 2 questions left. If you answer them both right, you'll take home $1 million for your charity. You ready to do this?
Let's do this.
Let's play Millionaire. Here we go. For $500,000. Auctioned for over $3 million in 2014, the most valuable comic book ever sold features Superman on its cover doing what? Saluting the American flag, breaking free from chains, lifting a car over his head, sitting on the moon.
Oh, Lord.
Are you a comic book guy?
I am somewhat, but not sure, because Superman, probably this was published in its early days, and it could have anything on it, on the cover. I'll call my friend, but I'm almost positive she doesn't know. And I don't know if Alan knows this, being the smartest person I know, but he might. So, since I have 2 left, I'm going to ask Alan for his thoughts.
You are certain?
I am certain.
Okay, let's bring the lights back up on Alan Yang.
Okay, so I believe this comic book is Action Comics #1, which is, I think, the most valuable comic book ever sold. I'm not 100% sure, but what I'm picturing in my mind is Superman lifting a car over his head. Now, I wish I could tell you I'm 100% on that, but that's my gut. I think I might risk it, but it's up to you, Dave. You know, if you lose it, you lose a bunch of money. I want to say it's lifting a car over his head, but I'm not 100%. What do you think, Dave?
Well, I don't imagine him saluting the American flag. Could, but low probability. Sitting on the moon, I think Superman is older than sitting on the moon. I don't think that the world even knew what the moon looked like from that perspective, so it's possible. Again, slightly higher percentage. It would be breaking free from chains or lifting a car over his head. And I've been trying to think if I had 50-50, that's what probably would be. But breaking free from chains means that you would have some idea that he was like, you know, in opposition of someone already. And it would be, if I think you're right, it's probably issue number 1. And if this was in the 50s or so, then lifting a car over someone's head would be like seen as a great feat. And I believe in this charity. I believe in helping people out. And the worst case scenario, the floor is $32,000, and that would help many people in need. But the prospect of being able to make $1 million is worth the gamble for me. I'm going to go with C, Jimmy. Lifting a car over his head, final answer.
Alan was right. That's Action Comics number 1. I guess the question is, what was on the cover of that thing? How much does the average restaurant worker make in New York City?
I think it averages out to about $15 an hour.
$15 an hour. $500,000 would cover a lot of people, is a lot of money. Alan did say he wasn't totally sure, and I liked your logic when it came to the breaking free from the chains. As I recall, there is a Superman cover where he's breaking out of chains.
Oh, no.
And so, what I'm getting at in a really long and torturous way is that you just won $500,000, Dave.
Yes! Yeah. Amazing! Wow. Woo.
Thanks largely to your pal Alan, who, thank God you met him on that trip. Wow, this is your Christmas gift right here.
Thank you, Alan, for being so smart.
Wow, we got a lot of money here. You've got $500,000. You still got a lifeline. You can still phone a friend. And when we come back, David Chang is going for $1 million for the first time of any celebrity. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Millionaire. This is exciting. David Chang, the famous chef, is in the hot seat. So far, he's earned $500,000 for Southern Smoke Foundation, a charity that benefits displaced restaurant workers, people who have been suffering throughout this COVID nightmare we've been involved in. $15 an hour, that's 33,333 hours you can give to this charity, and we will double that if we get to $1 million. Alan, you've been great. You were great. You can't jump in anymore, sadly. Would be terrific if you could, but you did your job. You served David well. You really hit a home run here. So we say goodbye to Alan now, and we say hello again to David. And this is where it gets really serious. How do you feel right now?
I don't think I've ever felt this nervous in my life.
Now, I'll tell you, we've had a few famous people get to the $1 million question, but no one has answered it correctly. No one's even tried to answer. Anderson Cooper, Lauren Lapkus, Norm Macdonald, Drew Carey, Rosie O'Donnell, Julie Bowen, all of them have reached this level. None of them have gone past it. So you could be the first. You could be the Neil Armstrong of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Celebrity Edition. Should we do this?
Let's go.
All right. You have one lifeline left. Let's play Millionaire with David Chang.
Wow.
The $1 million question. Although he and his wife never touched a light switch for fear of being shocked, who was the first president to have electricity in the White House? Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Chester A. Arthur, Andrew Johnson.
Well, I know there was sort of a means of communication through wire in the Civil War, and Ulysses S. Grant was president after Lincoln. or maybe there's a president before Grant. I don't even know if Benjamin Harrison was a president, probably was. So that could be a trick answer, a correct answer. Chester A. Arthur doesn't even ring a bell, which could be trick answer. Andrew Johnson, I think was before electricity. I could be wrong. I really wanted to go this far without calling my friend Mina Kimes. I am going to ask her, and hopefully she knows the answer to this. And she's gonna be very mad that it's at the $1 million mark.
She works for ESPN?
She is one of the best ESPN has, yes.
Okay. All right. Let's call her. Let's see if she can get us over the hump. If I was her, I wouldn't pick up the phone.
She said she was gonna be in a meeting. Oh no.
Hello?
Mina, it's Dave. We're at the $1 million mark, so don't get mad. I gotta go quick.
Oh, no. Don't start yet.
Okay.
Don't go so quickly.
Okay.
How are you, Mina? It's Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
You're very nervous. You should be nervous. You should be as nervous as you could possibly be. He's going for $1 million, and he's been saving you.
We're gonna let down so many Korean mothers.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so. He's trying to become the first celebrity to win $1 million for charity.
Oh my God,
Okay?
Dave.
In the long history of this show. So what's going to happen is Dave's going to read you the question and the 4 possible answers. You'll have 30 seconds all in. That includes the question. That includes the multiple choice, okay? So you cannot dilly-dally.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready, Mina?
God, my heart beating out of my chest. Okay.
Okay. David, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You can hear each other well?
Mina, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How
Right.
mad are you at me?
I'm mad at myself, honestly, for presenting myself as an intelligent option here.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
All right.
You have 30 seconds, and we will start the time now.
All right, Mina. Although he and his wife never touched a light switch for fear of being shocked, who was the first president to have electricity in the White House? Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Chester A. Arthur, or Andrew Johnson? Grant,
It's
Harrison,
not Grant.
Arthur, Johnson.
That would be the 1800s. I think it's probably Harrison.
Her words were, "It's probably Harrison."
This is the most painful, nervous. This is terrifying. She's so much smarter than I am, though. And she knows this stuff. See, truthfully, I don't even know if Benjamin Harrison was a president. Did you know he was a president?
I can't say anything.
So all I'm trying to say is she's much smarter than I am in so many facets that she would even know that Benjamin Harrison was a president, and enough to distinguish that it wasn't Grant. I'm a gambling man, and shame on me if this is wrong, but I'm doing this because having $1 million right now in this moment is a game changer for many, many families. And yes, $500,000 is as well. And I want to say no, just take the money. But I'm not. And Mina, if you're wrong, it's not your fault. This is all my fault because I didn't do well enough in school and I was a terrible student. This is why I became a chef. So
I just want to go over the stakes here. You've got $500,000. If you get this right, you'll win $1 million. You know that. If you don't, you drop all the way down to $32,000. So for all intents and purposes, $468,000 is at stake right now. No celebrity in the 20 years that this show has been on has ever won $1 million.
how many of them have gotten the last answer wrong?
Well, Norm Macdonald, as I recall, had the right answer, but Regis talked him out of it.
Oh my God.
No one's ever gone for it. They've all walked away.
As much as I want to walk away and the embarrassment I will have the rest of my life for getting it wrong, it means more to me to get this right, to put a spotlight on the industry in need. And at this point, the way things are, things are pretty bad. And this is so hard. I never imagined I would be in this position. And I've always told myself I'm going for the $1 million. So I'm going to let my stupid confidence, bravado win out. I'm going to go final answer. B, Benjamin Harrison, final answer. God, no.
Well, you're no Norm Macdonald. And I'm no Regis. We all know that. God, I wish I was. But David Chang, your metallic testicles just won you $1 million for your charity. To win $1 million for his charity on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You see that? What? Good things do happen sometimes.
I can't believe this. What?
Hey, buddy, you did it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Dude.
That is unbelievable.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy.
Well done, Alan. Well done. Well done. And Mina, how the did she know that? I didn't know if he was president either, I swear to God.
I had no idea on the last one. You used the
But
curve.
she did.
This is insane.
Look at that. It's a big check, just like Ed McMahon used to deliver in the old days for $1 million. David Chang has just become the first celebrity contestant to win $1 million for charity for Southern Smoke Foundation that assists the restaurant workers who need assistance right now. What a great thing. What a great cause. What a great moment that was. I mean, I had no idea what the answer was. I didn't even know if Harrison was president. I knew there was a President Harrison. I wasn't sure that his name was Benjamin. So I was totally clueless. I was literally in the dark on the electricity question, which was, by the way, installed in the White House in 1891.
Wow.
So anyway.
I'm in total disbelief.
Should we call Mina and let her know what happened?
She needs to know.
Yeah, let's call her, because I would imagine that she's probably Googled it by now. Let's get Mina on the phone. And she probably knows that she was right, but what she doesn't know is whether you went for it or not. Let's call Mina Kimes, ESPN anchor and genius, it turns out.
Hello?
Mina, it's Jimmy again.
I'm about to black out.
So I assume you've looked it up since we spoke?
I just looked it up.
So the question is, Mina, do you think David trusted you and went for it, or did he retire and take the $500,000? What would you guess,
I
knowing?
don't think he did. I would not have trusted me, especially after that long preamble about how he shouldn't have taken me.
How sure were you of the answer?
Not sure at all. In fact, I was about to say, or Cleveland, right before the phone cut me off.
You were about to say, or
Yes,
Cleveland.
I had it down to 2.
Cleveland wasn't even on the list.
Oh my God.
Well, everything worked out perfectly. You got it right. And guess what, David? Tell her what happened.
Mina, we won $1 million. We did it.
Really, she did it more than
she
you.
did,
But
yes.
yeah. Well done, Mina. Very well done.
Congratulations. Oh my God.
Can you believe this? How proud is your mom going to be? Unbelievable.
Oh my God! I can't wait for her to see this. Finally, my college education is justified.
Well, thank you, Mina. Thank you for studying. Really, thank you. We appreciate that. That was really great. That was fantastic. David Chang, thank you again. David Chang's book, if you want to read about his life, you might have to add a chapter now. Maybe for the paperback. It's called Eat a Peach. Chef David Chang, thank you, Alan Yang, for coming on and giving us such a great moment and for winning $1 million for charity. Don't ever do anything like that again. We'll be right back with more Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? To Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Our next player is a therapist, which is something we could all use right now. He's used to asking questions. Tonight, he will have no choice but to answer them. Please welcome J.D. Barton. Welcome, J.D. Please have a seat. Should I lay down or how should we do this?
You face that way.
I face that way?
I'll ask you about your parents.
Is that how it goes?
It could be.
Really?
Do you feel like you need that today?
I need it every day, really. I mean, why wouldn't I need it? I think we all need it, right? I mean, this has been a difficult time for the whole country, the whole world, really.
Yeah, it's been pretty absurd.
It has been very difficult for a lot of people, all of this. It's been tough. And do you notice that in your work?
Yeah, I mean, to really speak to it from like a psychological perspective, there are a lot of times where I just can't diagnose someone with anxiety or depression because the world is so crazy right now that it doesn't actually feel like an unhealthy response or an inappropriate response to feel worried all the time.
Yeah, it's like diagnosing someone with frizzy hair in a sauna. You don't know why it happened.
Exactly.
Is that diagnosable? I don't know. Okay. Anyway. You're 15 questions away from $1 million. It's as simple as that. You will get 3 lifelines. You get 50-50. You get phone a friend. You get ask the host. And we let you bring the smartest person you know. Who is that person?
This person is my friend Jacob.
Okay.
He is a friend I've known for a long time. We do real life trivia when things are real and lively, and we do Zoom trivia now in quarantine. So
very good. Please welcome Jacob Sproul. Hello, Jacob.
Hey, Jimmy. Hi.
Wow, Jacob. You look like a character from a movie.
Well, thank you. I'm available for booking, so.
So what do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm an alumni relations director.
At a college?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Very good. All right. So we got 2 smart guys here. You're good at trivia. When you guys do this trivia, who is usually stronger?
I think it really depends on the question, which is why I'm very happy that I get to talk to him.
Oh, good. You have differing areas of expertise.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, Jacob can help you as much as you want him to help you for the first 10 questions. Are you ready to do this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, here we go. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For $100. In 2020, that terrible year we discussed earlier, Mattel introduced the Barbie campaign team, a diverse set of dolls aimed at getting young girls excited about what? Athletics, politics, medicine, Russian hacking.
All right, campaign, politics, that feels like a pretty easy parallel right there. So I'm gonna say B, final answer.
Your final answer is politics, and that is the right answer, yes. You've got $100. That's the hard one. It's all gravy from here.
Thank
Next
God.
one's for $200. After discovering a very rare blue American lobster in a seafood delivery in 2020, Red Lobster employees found Claude a new home at a nearby what? Pizzeria, barbershop, zoo, hardware store.
Now I'm hoping that for Claude and just for the PR team at Red Lobster that this animal ended up at a zoo. Jake, does that seem Far-fetched?
Not far-fetched. I'd go zoo.
All right, I will say zoo. Final answer.
Zoo is your final answer?
Yeah.
And yes, that is the correct answer.
Good for Claude.
Your next question is for $300. A fun Easter egg programmed into Amazon Echo's personal assistant. When you say, Alexa, Marco, she yells what? Caesar, Gandhi, Polo, Shakespeare. And I wonder if she is yelling that at people at home right now. Alexa, Marco. Now they all know the answer.
I do often wonder how often those commercials will trip people up. I think this one's pretty obvious. So Jake, does Polo seem like the right way to go for this?
Yeah, it's a pool classic, Marco Polo.
I mean, I did go to middle school with Marco Shakespeare, but I think he's not famous enough.
Did you really?
No, but
Oh.
can you imagine if I had?
Oh, who knows? Here in LA, anything goes.
Right, so I think for my final answer, I will guess Marco C. Polo.
All right, that's your final answer. That is the right answer. Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Nobody knows why, but we do it.
I mean, it's a favorite pastime. I'm from Michigan. There are a lot of lakes, a lot of time just shouting into
A
the
lot
darkness.
of water to be under.
So much.
All right, your next question's for $500, JD. Doctors traditionally recommend the Brat diet, bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast to ease the symptoms of what? Migraine headaches, sinus congestion, sore throat, upset stomach.
I only know this because I have so many nieces and nephews. Shout out to all of them.
Are they brats?
No,
Oh.
none of them, not a one. However, when they're little tiny babies and they have upset stomachs, you should give them bananas, rice, applesauce, or toast. And so I think that seems right. Can you think of anything to contradict that, Jake?
No, definitely upset stomach.
Okay, yeah, so final answer, D, upset stomach.
D, upset stomach is right. Right, the Brat diet. Next question's for $1,000. What classic children's book features a title character who ends up as a stump at the book's end? The Giving Tree, The Little Engine That Could, Goodnight Moon, Pippi Longstocking.
I think this one is absolutely The Giving Tree. Any rebuttal, Jake?
It's a heartbreaking classic, The Giving Tree.
I mean, devastating, devastating story. So yeah, I will say A, final answer, The Giving Tree.
The Giving Tree is absolutely correct, yes. I'm glad you mentioned it, because we're going to go to break, but when we come back, I want to talk about The Giving Tree, game show host to therapist, okay?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back with JD as he goes hopefully all the way up to $1 million. Welcome back to Millionaire. JD Barton is in the hot seat. His friend Jacob is behind. Jacob, are you in disguise?
No, this is the real me, 24/7.
That's you all the time, huh?
Absolutely.
We were talking about the book, The Giving Tree, which is a book that I read to my kids sometimes. And I have to say, it's the kid the kid who grows up to be, is a terrible person.
Deeply selfish.
Yes.
Incapable of
Takes
understanding.
everything from the tree, the apples, the twigs, chops it down, sits on it, dies on it. I mean, and the
think-
tree just eats it up.
Yeah, I don't think there is like a more altruistic person
Than the tree.
than the tree. And I remember as a child just looking at it and being like, Mom, like just really feeling
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It should be called The Terrible Person instead
should be
of
called-
The Giving Tree.
Yeah, the
All right, I'm glad we
ungrateful
got that past
child.
us. All right, so far, you've earned $1,000. Let's go for more. Here we go. Let's play Millionaire. JD for $2,000. Logging 4 goals and 10 assists for the Boston Bruins in the early 1960s, Willie O'Ree is known as the Jackie Robinson of what sports league? PGA, NFL, NHL, NASCAR.
Well, I don't know a lot about sports in the early 1960s. That wasn't on my list of things that I think I'd be an expert in. I don't know Willie O'Ree. I know who Jackie Robinson is. So when I look at these questions, I'm thinking goals and assists. That feels like the easiest thing. So NASCAR does not have goals. I mean, I'm sure they all have goals, but they aren't scored in goals. The PGA, of course, there is a goal, but it wouldn't be called a goal, and you certainly can't assist. It is a solo sport, although Partners Golf, 2021 Tokyo. Let's see if we can get it to happen. But so it leaves the NFL and the NHL. My instinct, I don't think football has assists. That would just be passes. So I'm thinking NHL. Jake, does that seem like it makes sense to you?
Yeah,
Jake,
boss.
you're a visitor from the 1960s. What do you think?
Yeah, it's here live via satellite from 1969. So I am going to go with Boston Bruins as the NHL team. So
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is, JD.
All right, yeah, I feel good about that. So I will lock that in, and I will say final answer C, NHL.
Well, you took a long route to get there, but you got there. Absolutely, that is correct. The NHL. He was blind in one eye. The
Really?
team didn't even know it. I'm sorry, I lied. He wasn't blind in one eye. No, I don't. That sound means that's all the time we have for tonight. JD Barton, I hope we'll be back in the hot seat when we return next time, going for $1 million, and we will see you then. Good night.